It was the jaw-dropping twist that left devoted fans of Grand Theft Auto scratching their heads. While everyone is counting the days until Rockstar Games finally unleashes Grand Theft Auto 6, a single brilliant modder has swooped in to transform Grand Theft Auto 5 into the shimmering, ultra-realistic blockbuster nobody expected. Are we ready to witness a spectacular reimagining of an already iconic game, pushed to the limits of modern technology? And what does that mean for our hopes, dreams, and impatient longing for the next official installment in the series? Today we are rolling up our sleeves and diving deep into the story behind this free but exclusive new mod that has fans all around the globe hitting the pause button on Grand Theft Auto 6 hype, at least momentarily. In this episode, we will uncover precisely how this mod builds upon Rockstar Games' own improved features, why it seems to outshine the developer's efforts in certain respects, and how it might do something extraordinary. Make us forget, for a fleeting moment, the unstoppable approach of that much-anticipated sequel. We will also peek into what the modding community is saying, how it is accessed, and the ripple effects it could have on Rockstar Games' overarching strategies. So, buckle in, because we are about to blast through some fascinating territory. Grand Theft Auto 5 has been gripping our attention since it was first unveiled, and it has undergone what feels like countless transformations since its introduction. With every iteration, especially the so-called Enhanced Edition, new lighting, new reflections, advanced texture quality, and other improvements have tried to keep it modern. But somehow, every time we catch wind of Grand Theft Auto 6 rumors, excitement for the older entry wavers. Then, as if by design, along comes another official patch or mod that revitalizes the experience and places Grand Theft Auto 5 back in the spotlight. The new RealityV mod, however, has done something different. It boldly claims to enhance the Enhanced Edition itself. Now, what does that mean? Essentially, Rockstar Games invested a great deal of time upgrading Grand Theft Auto 5 for personal computer users by introducing crisp visuals, higher texture resolutions, and more realistic shading. They even added fresh lighting systems, boasting about advanced ray-traced reflections, more detailed shadows, and other meticulous improvements. But as fans scrutinized these official updates, one question started swirling among players. Is it enough to keep us enthralled while the world waits for Grand Theft Auto 6? According to the individual behind the RealityV mod, the answer was a loud, not quite yet. So, they took on the challenge themselves. The concept behind RealityV might sound simple, but its impact has stirred up the entire community. The mod essentially adds layer upon layer of realism. Fans who have tested it describe everything from the mesmerizing shimmer of wet sidewalks to the look of atmospheric haze and refined sunlight bouncing off building windows. It is not simply cranking up brightness or swapping textures. It is engineering a whole new environment that feels alive in ways many of us did not realize were possible in a game that launched this far back. Streetlights glow faintly in the distance. Headlights catch the reality of reflective surfaces far more convincingly, and the nighttime sky reveals 8K Milky Way stars that practically glisten above the sprawl of Los Santos. But wait, let us be brutally honest here. The Enhanced Edition that the developers provided was no slouch. In fact, many fans, including visual purists, praised the new official iteration for revamping an aging game with modern flair. High-end personal computers showed grand vistas of Los Santos at crisp frame rates and near photorealistic detail. Yet, once you get your eyes on what this mod delivers, you might understand why it is prompting a collective gasp from the wider gaming audience. The mod creator took things to the next level by introducing advanced color grading, improved environmental lighting, and further refined reflections, pushing way beyond typical texture packs or mild improvements. For those who know that seemingly intangible leap from really good to shockingly lifelike, RealityV is that leap. Raise your eyebrows if you must. This is not the first time a fan project has attempted to bring new life to a game that might be past its prime. Nonetheless, there is something about the sheer audacity of overshadowing Rockstar's own Enhanced Edition enhancements that compels us to give credit where credit is due. It begs the question, if a single modder or small team can produce such stellar results, how might Rockstar respond, especially with the rumored release timeframe for Grand Theft Auto 6 creeping up in 2026? Could the official developer incorporate these features into an official patch? Might they even hire these talented modders? Or does Rockstar prefer to focus all resources on the new sequel? Now, a crucial question arises. Who is behind RealityV, and how did they manage to pull off these improvements so seamlessly? The MOD's author, known under a moniker frequently invoked on social networks and modding platforms, insists they are simply a Grand Theft Auto 5 devotee who believe the enhanced edition, though admirable, could benefit from more complex shading and a more alluring color palette. They took the existing lighting system and threw in a fresh wave of reflections that exploit newer graphics card capabilities, pushing ray tracing to an even higher plane of authenticity. Then there is the matter of those 8K Milky Way stars. That alone might sound like a trivial detail if you have never gazed up at the night sky in a game world. But for those who appreciate building an immersive environment from the ground up, it is the difference between just another game night cycle and feeling as though you are truly standing beneath the sparkling cosmos of southern San Andreas. Moreover, the modder worked on color correction, ensuring that each hue and tone across Los Santos fits seamlessly, from midday glare to twilight's softer glow. Here is the kicker. To get your hands on this mod, you first need to sign up as a subscriber on the mod creator's Patreon page. It is free to sign up, from what early adopters have reported, so you do not have to spend a dime, but you still need to go through the subscription step. Whether that is an attempt by the creator to keep track of distribution or to build a community around sustaining this improvement over time, it has caused minor grumbling in some corners of the community. But after glimpsing the luscious screenshots, the widespread opinion is that this might be a small inconvenience to endure for such a visually transformative experience. Here is our first brief invitation. If you find the notion of a community-driven transformation of a beloved game as exciting as we do, consider hitting that like button to show your support. It helps us know that you are enjoying these deep dives into groundbreaking gaming projects around the world. Let us shift gears to the debate swirling around the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6. Rumors have circulated for months. Some say we could see an announcement sooner than we think, while others remain convinced that it might not land until 2026. Regardless of the actual schedule, fans are inevitably hungry for something new. The idea that Rockstar is continuing to push new updates for Grand Theft Auto 5, or that modders keep picking up the baton, seems like both a blessing and a curse for the hype surrounding the sequel. On one hand, we love seeing Los Santos looking fresh and revitalized. On the other hand, some worry that ongoing content for the older title might push Rockstar to slow down or withhold news about the younger sibling. The reality is likely more nuanced. Major studios often support existing hits while developing the next big thing. Still, players cannot help but wonder. Interestingly, this new wave of free and improved modifications has repeatedly shown that the Grand Theft Auto community is not merely content waiting for official expansions or spin-offs. The thirst for user-generated content remains strong. This is a pattern we have observed in other big franchises as well, from massive role-playing worlds to space simulators. Passionate individuals can sometimes generate experiences that rival, or even overshadow, official expansions. When it comes to Grand Theft Auto, though, there is an added layer of tension. Rockstar Games is known for its relatively tight control over the franchise, so large-scale mods sometimes create friction. Yet so far, RealityV appears to be thriving, or at least it has not been met with any major pushback from the studio. We can only hope that the project remains available, because the results are undeniably enticing. The MOD's author has stated that this is not the end of their ambitions. They are reportedly planning future expansions to RealityV. That could mean anything from sharper texture sets to new water physics or advanced weather effects. One rumor even suggests they might dabble with additional interactive features that let the player's movements influence the environment more dynamically. While these rumors are still unverified, the creator's track record thus far is impressive enough to make the community collectively hold its breath in anticipation of what might be next. Then there is the question of how widespread this mod can become. Quality modifications can create a more vibrant life for a game that might otherwise be losing momentum. The narrative around Grand Theft Auto 5 is a bit different, though, because it hardly needs a revival. It continues to rake in new players, especially due to the online component, and occupies a central position in Rockstar's stable of revenue streams. But let us be honest, the single-player experience, as robust as it is, needs a spark now and then to keep adrenaline pumping for fans who have already poured hundreds of hours into the storyline and open-world hijinks. This mod might be precisely that spark, shining fresh light on the city while we all wait for official new chapters in the saga. One of the biggest selling points, ironically, might just be the novelty factor. After all this time, going back to Grand Theft Auto 5 with a mod that showcases shimmering, realistic cityscapes and cosmic-level star details can feel almost like a brand new experience. The subtle changes to color correction handle the world with a sense of artistry, ensuring it does not become saturated or cartoonish. Instead, it is more like stepping into a fine-edited photograph that captures the spirit of Los Santos while ensuring each color transition feels authentic and cinematic. As players take to social media to share side-by-side comparisons, Vanilla Enhanced Edition on the left, RealityV on the right, the difference is staggering. You see sharper building textures, the sheen on vehicles that reflect their environment with near-perfect fidelity, and a sense of tangible depth in each scene. Even bystanders and pedestrian animations seem to pop, as if the improved shading systems highlight details we never fully appreciated before. Let us also not forget the element of competition that this mod introduces. Developers have prided themselves on adding fancy new features with each official version of the game, but even Rockstar's legacy does not shield them from these fan-led improvements. As technology evolves and personal computing power soars, fans have developed unprecedented abilities to shape the game environment to their desires. This new mod is the pinnacle of that phenomenon, a testament to what can happen when an online community invests passion, skill, and creative talent into a beloved title. Meanwhile, Rockstar might be forced to step up its game, pun intended, to keep pace with the ingenuity of the individuals who are injecting new life into its existing products. Among the broader gaming community, there is also talk about what RealityV means for the modding scene at large. Some see it as a sign that we should not simply wait around for official expansions, but should actively encourage and support these fan-driven projects. Others point to the complexities of mod legality, distribution, and potential conflicts with the official publishers, warning that an overly enthusiastic approach might incite friction. The middle ground might be recognizing that each wave of innovative mods has the potential to benefit both fans and developers, as long as it is not stepping on intellectual property or interfering with commercial pursuits. In this case, it appears to be a win-win. Grand Theft Auto 5's longevity is extended, and fans get something that might be as close to next-generation visuals as we can possibly see in this older iteration. Now, let us circle back to the burning question. Does this mod overshadow the unstoppable hype train for Grand Theft Auto 6? Some might say that, for a brief moment, it does. After all, when we can roam around a meticulously revamped Los Santos, relishing lifelike reflections and star-kissed skies, we are reminded of why we fell in love with the series to begin with. Perhaps we are momentarily satisfied with what we have here and now, enough to tide us over until the next big thing arrives. And yet, let us be real. The rumors swirling around the next installment are impossible to ignore. The clues about new cities, new stories, and advanced gameplay systems are swirling in the rumor mill. Many claim they will skip further expansions of 5 altogether, because they want to save their excitement for the brand new adventure that looms somewhere on the horizon. Still, the success and impact of RealityV cannot be dismissed. It demonstrates just how flexible and resilient Grand Theft Auto 5 continues to be, and how the gamers themselves, through the modding community, exert real influence on the direction and evolution of this beloved title. Even if Rockstar occasionally drops official patches or improvements, these creative outsiders keep pushing the envelope, exploring the boundaries of what the game can deliver. At times, you might even wonder if the future of the franchise has become a joint effort, with professional developers handling the official aspects and the modders injecting new vitality and perspective. You might be asking, will Rockstar Games incorporate any of these features into an official build? It seems unlikely, given that they are presumably laser-focused on the next step of the series. But corporate unpredictability should never be underestimated. A positive fan response often encourages studios to take note, if not fully integrate, at least reevaluate their own approach to delivering content. If thousands of fans are crowding to sign up on Patreon just to get a taste of the new RealityV experience for free, Rockstar may see the writing on the wall and think more ambitiously for its future expansions, whether that translates to more powerful expansions for 5 or a more dynamic feature set for 6. And that brings us to a fundamental question. Is bigger always better, or do these refined details and subtle enhancements do more for immersion than a brand new chunk of content ever could? In the realm of open-world games, it is often the little touches, how a streetlight reflects off a rain-soaked patch of asphalt, how the sky transitions through shades of pink and purple during dusk, how buildings wrap themselves in shadows at certain angles, that leave a lasting impression. RealityV emphasizes precisely those nuances, coaxing them up to the surface so that every moment in Los Santos resonates with authenticity. Looking to the future, one cannot ignore how video game development has changed in the last few years. We have seen a massive leap in consumer-grade hardware, allowing more realistic lighting, improved frame rates, and advanced materials that can make virtual objects visually resonate like never before. This mod essentially takes advantage of the modern hardware leaps. So, ironically, while we all wait for Rockstar's next official iteration, the old dog, Grand Theft Auto 5, still has plenty of new tricks. Are we going to see a chain reaction, with more modders jumping at the chance to outdo RealityV, incrementally raising the bar? It would not be surprising if that spawns an entire wave of enhanced edition overhauls from different corners of the community. Some critics remain cautious, advising that not every system can easily handle these heavy graphical modifications. RealityV might push even powerful rigs to their limits. The moment you start layering advanced ray-traced reflections and 8K star textures, you are increasing the system requirements. A few players might experience stutters, frame drops, or performance issues if their setup is not up to the challenge. But for those prepared for the hardware demands, the payoff can be extraordinary. After all, a game as expansive as Grand Theft Auto 5 always demands balanced optimization, and a visually ambitious mod might amplify existing performance bottlenecks. That trade-off might be worth it for the incredible vistas you gain, but it is important to be aware that not every gamer will enjoy a perfectly smooth ride. Surely, some of you reading this are itching to try the mod out for yourself. The process is fairly straightforward. You head to the modder's Patreon, sign up, free of charge, and grab the download link. Then you drop the relevant files into the correct local directories, maybe tweak the settings for your particular specs, and bang, you are off to the races. Those who have done it claim that the installation is relatively painless, and the instructions are explained in an easily digestible manner. Could Rockstar Games eventually decide to partner with the modder to integrate these changes more seamlessly? Possibly, but that remains pure speculation for now. Here is our second and final gentle reminder. If this mesmerizing transformation of a legendary game has you enthralled, feel free to subscribe so you will never miss out on more fascinating breakdowns and gaming revelations. As we near the end of this deep dive, let us reflect on what we have seen. The new RealityV mod does not merely slap on a few textures and call it a day. It is a fundamental reimagining of what the enhanced edition of Grand Theft Auto 5 can look like, effectively acting as an enhanced edition of the enhanced edition. From the luminescent city lights to the dynamic shading that wraps entire blocks in a tangible sense of depth, to the dreamy nighttime rendering of star-filled skies, this mod proves that the passion of a single dedicated creator, or a small team, can still shock the gaming world. And crucially, it demonstrates that while we wait, eyes fixed on Rockstar's future plans and a rumored release date for Grand Theft Auto 6, we still have groundbreaking experiences right here in the present. Some final thoughts. Grand Theft Auto 5 is not going anywhere anytime soon, and for many of us, that is cause for celebration. The game has proven to be a masterpiece in open-world design and storytelling, with a robust modding ecosystem that continues to enrich its sandbox nature. RealityV is just the latest shining example of how the community does not wait around passively for the next big installment. Instead, it blazes new trails, takes the existing foundation, and shapes it into something that feels simultaneously fresh and familiar. The natural conclusion is that the ongoing synergy between official updates and community-driven enhancements is the secret behind why Grand Theft Auto 5 remains relevant, year after year. While we remain starry-eyed for Grand Theft Auto 6, the unstoppable wave of creativity behind projects like RealityV might be exactly what we need to bridge that gap. And who knows, it may even influence Rockstar's approach to the next major leap in open-world design. So, as the final word on the subject, let us take a moment to appreciate the synergy between Rockstar's polished updates and the unstoppable creativity of the modding community. We have a timeless open-world gem that manages to capture hearts all over again, thanks to a spectacular reimagining of its visuals. Whether you have been quietly anticipating Grand Theft Auto 6 for years, or you just discovered the franchise, The interplay between official releases and imaginative modifications has given us a reason to explore Los Santos once again, and perhaps discover that not all old dogs lose their sparkle. If anything, they shine brighter than ever when the right group of passionate fans steps up to reinvigorate them. And with talk of new expansions for RealityV and ongoing speculation about what Rockstar might do next, one thing is certain: the ride is far from over. Keep your eyes on the horizon and on the radiant glow of those 8K stars overhead, because the Grand Theft Auto world never stops expanding, surprising, and enchanting us.